How to set up a generator stop station. First, consider the location. If the generator is located inside of the building, then the stop switch must be placed on the outside of the generator room. No further explanation is made. It's up to you, so put it in a place where the first responders will find it. If the generator is located outside of the building, the standard only says elsewhere on the premises. Again, it's up to you. Find a place where it can easily be seen in an emergency. The stop switch must be properly labeled so there's no mistaking its purpose. It also must be set up so that someone cannot accidentally turn the generator off. The older edition, the 1999 edition, specified that it be of the break glass type like the one on the left. The one on the right complies with 2002 edition on up, where it simply says that it needs to be arranged so that it cannot be inadvertently or accidentally operated. A stop switch mounted outside of the building must be protected from weather. This requires the use of a NEMA 3R enclosure or its equivalent. Water got into this switch enclosure and caused it to fail. Notice the conduit enters from the top, compromising the weather protection of the enclosure. This information can be found in NFPA 70, National Electric Code, 2011 edition, Article 110.28. With a rain-tight enclosure, good building practices dictate that the enclosure should not be compromised by entering with a conduit from the top or the sides. The stop station needs to be alarmed, otherwise the generator can be accidentally turned off and remain unavailable in an emergency. NFPA 110, 2010 edition, Chapter 5.6.5.2, Paragraph 4, requires an alarm on the remote annunciator and generator control panel to indicate the stop station has been activated. The alarm must be both visual and audible. Now you can see from these two remote annunciators down here, on the left it says emergency stop activated, and there's a light for that and audible alarm. On the right it says emergency stop, and once again there's a light and audible alarm. So it can be done. You don't necessarily find it on all remote annunciators or control panels. Many older systems do not have an emergency stop alarm on the remote annunciator or generator control panel. To accomplish this would require a redesign of the control system. However, as a compromise, a remote stop station is available with the visual and audible alarms built in on the switch housing itself. The picture to the left, this stop station has a light as well as a very loud audible alarm that sounds any time the push button is operated. If it is accidentally initiated, the operator is immediately prompted to pull out the button. Keep in mind, the remote manual stop station, its location, alarming, and installation is subject to the discretion of the authority having jurisdiction. So you want to be sure to discuss this with your surveyor before you have one put in. All information expressed by Standby Power Solutions, LLC, or its officers is strictly the opinion of Standby Power Solutions, LLC. Standby Power Solutions, LLC disclaims any liability for any personal injury, property, or other damages of any nature whatsoever, whether special, indirect, consequential, or compensatory, directly or indirectly resulting from the publication, use of, or reliance on this website or any information derived thereof. Standby Power Solutions, LLC also makes no guarantee or warranty as to the accuracy or completeness of any information contained herein. Anyone using this website should rely on his or her own independent judgment, or, as appropriate, seek the advice of a competent professional in determining the exercise of reasonable care in any given circumstance. All rights reserved. Do not reproduce without express written permission.